was just like any other night, waiting tables at the Macaroni Grill on Davie Street. I was inches away from a full-blown anxiety attack, and the chef was livid with me because one of my tables didn't think that his medium rares were medium rare enough, and my lips were so chapped from being dehydrated that they started packing up their things and leaving my face via flakes. I was just barely hanging on in my section when I was sat at a table of 4. So I went and I got the water glasses, and I went and I greeted the table, and something about these people immediately put me at ease. They were a family of 4. There were 2 parents and 2 grown-up kids about my age. And they just seemed really, really calm and present and like good people. And right away the father asked me, "What's your name?" I'm like, "Sam." He's like, "You look like a Sam." And then we started talking, and they were really into the fact that I was a struggling / failed actor and writer. And needless to say, they immediately became my #1 priority, and they were my oasis in the mayhem, and they really knew how to dine. They ordered a bunch of appetizers and nice wine, and when they were done their appetizers, I cleared all that away, and then I went to the kitchen to pick up their entrees, and I came out and I sat their food on the table, and then I paused, and then I asked them the question that the Macaroni Grill trained me to ask. I said, "Is there anything else that I can get for you?" And then, without skipping a beat, the father looked at me and said, "Yes, a tinfoil dinosaur, please." And before I could say, "What?" his daughter looked at me with a twinkle in her eye and said, "Yes, a tinfoil dinosaur would be perfect." And then I kind of made that sound that we all make when life doesn't make sense. And I kind of brushed it off. I took a step away. I'm like, "Okay, enjoy. But then I thought, I guess I should clarify. Is there any particular type of dinosaur that you would prefer?" And again, without skipping a beat, "A Tyrannosaurus Rex, please." Very well. So I went up to the server computer and I said out loud, "What the? Wait. Like a literal tinfoil dinosaur?" But then I remembered, oh, I know what just happened. This is like the time that someone ordered a brown cow and I didn't know what they were talking. They just ordered a fancy drink that I've never heard of. Oh, I'm such a dummy. I really gotta crack that bar knowledge book. So I went over to the bartender and he's making his drinks, and I kind of leaned on across the bar awkwardly, and he sensed me lurking. He's like, "What can I get for you, Sam?" Doug, do the words tinfoil dinosaur mean anything to you? "I have no idea what you're talking about." "Okay, very well. So this confirmed to me that we were indeed talking about a literal tinfoil dinosaur. So I guess I need some tinfoil." So I went into the kitchen and I tore off a 7-foot piece of tinfoil and I started sculpting. And I'm not noted for my artistic virtuosity, but this dinosaur, you guys, was like my Sistine Chapel. It stood 2 feet tall and it had the bulky legs and the little T-Rex talon arms and an angular head, and it stood up, and while I was making it, all my coworkers were gathered around like they were watching this great thing take place. They were all like, "Whoa!" And I made it, and I took it and I put it underneath my arm, and then I went and I tore off another 7-foot piece of tinfoil, and I dragged that behind me, and I went out of the kitchen, out into the dining room. I went up to the table, I took the dinosaur, and I planted it in the center of their table like it was the flag of my country. And their jaws hit the floor. They couldn't believe what I'd just done. And then the father asked me, "Hey, what's that other piece of tinfoil for?" I'm like, and this time I was deadpan. I challenge you. So then he started making a tinfoil dinosaur too. And the restaurant was totally abuzz. People were like leaving their half-eaten dinners, and all the cooks stopped cooking to bear witness to the world's first tinfoil dinosaur sculpting competition. And it was completely ridiculous, but it was kind of magic. There was like electricity in the air, you know. And later on, they were the last table to leave the restaurant that night, and all four of them came up and gave me a hug, and the father patted me on the back. He said, "Sam, you went above and beyond." And I'll always remember the image of him walking out the door into the night with the silhouette of him holding a tinfoil dinosaur under each arm. I like to think that they still live on their dining room table. And I remember walking home that night, and this story took place at a really hard time in my life. And I remember feeling truly happy for the first time in a long time. And why? Because I just shared something with a stranger, something special. It's like the same sort of thing that compels me to do this. So the moral of the story, or the best I can come up with, if someone, a stranger, looks you in the eyes and asks you for a tinfoil dinosaur, I think that you should make them one. Thank you.
Tinfoil dinosaurs. So do you think you can make one for us right now?
I think I could. Is there tinfoil?
There is tinfoil. How quickly do you think you can make one?
Probably about 60 seconds.
Interesting. Well, I think I have to up the stakes here. I'm going to log off 15 seconds. You are down to 45 seconds. Wait, not so fast, Danny. I challenge you, Deb Williams. Deb, up on the stage now to handcraft a tinfoil dinosaur to rival Sam Mullins. And yet, I challenge you, JJ Lee. JJ Lee. You come here. You grab a microphone on the little table stand, and you will provide color commentary, play by play. All right, so, Deb, what do you think? You think you're up for this challenge? What will your approach to the tinfoil dinosaur be?
I don't know, it's not my medium, but I don't know. I think I'm gonna start with the head. I don't know. Yeah, let's get it. Yeah,
sounds like a good place to start. Okay, are you two ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, you have 45 seconds.
You're ready.
You have tin foil in your hands. Catherine Calder and Company will provide the dino music. Color commentary, courtesy of JJ Lee. On your mark, get set, make dinosaurs. Dino.
That is.
What is your dino's name?
I think it's Sphenodon punctatus.
Sam?
Yeah. That looks like the Loch Ness monster just before it learned how to swim.
Here's
cute, Sam. It's like a Japanimation creature.
This is the one thing I'm qualified to do.
You two are monstrously talented. Thank you so much.